Welcome back to the channel. Good morning. Is XCN done? Or what was the big hype around XCN? All I know is the president signed an executive order to make America a leader in cryptocurrency and AI. And then all of a sudden, you get certain coins that started moving. And then people started talking about XCN, Onyx coin. What's so great about Onyx coin? I started looking into it. I read about it. I read that there was some relation between like Visa, or a Citibank, possibly using it or something like that. But I can't find anything outside of just the description that kind of lists that. And then I know that it shares some similarities with the JP Morgan Onyx or JPM coin, but I don't think there's a relation between JP Morgan and Onyx coin. So my point is, I feel like we're making a lot of progress in the cryptocurrency area, whether you're into cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. And I feel like a lot of progress is being made to actually getting regulation around cryptocurrencies. And so what I feel is happening is there's so much attention on it, and these influencers have so much influence that they're able to talk about a coin, and then it's kind of like groupthink that everybody gets into it. But I don't think that's what we should be doing right now. I think obviously you're trying to make money, but I feel like if you're going to be into this, you should be into it for the long term and make the long-term capital that could in turn be enough to create real change in the world if that's something that you want to do. And I believe it should be something we all want to do. Not to try to make this political or anything like that, but I heard Bernie Sanders on the way out talking about oligarchy. Heard Biden on the way out talking about oligarchy. And that's when you got a lot of money centralized in the hands of the few. So if that's the case, no different than back in history when you had your robber barons like JP Morgan and JP Morgan, Rockefeller, and Andrew Carnegie, like those guys from back in the day. They owned a lot, and a lot of people didn't own a lot. And so what you found was the same type of things you see now with protests and unions, fighting for, more pay, and even immigration. You saw a lot of that same stuff during that same time when these guys had all the money. But equally, there was opportunities that if you were looking for them or you were open to them and able to identify opportunity, you were able to capitalize. So that's kind of what this is about. We're in the same time that we were in the past. Now we have Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and a whole bunch of other people that are part of those Mag 7 companies or whatever, that all have a majority of the wealth. And so here comes a time where all the money is centralized to a generation that doesn't use the money or care about the things that this generation cares about. Talking about the baby boomers. They don't spend their money on the same things that we do. They don't care about AI and cryptocurrencies or anything else. So if we're at a point in history where we need to innovate and drive the country forward, then we're going to have a new generation or 1% of people that have enough wealth to care about and invest in the things that may drive the country forward. I could be way off here. It just seems like what's the other way? What's the other alternative? So I feel like everybody should be focusing on real cryptocurrencies, real utility, things that solve real problems, and not the hype coins, not the Trump coin, not the dog coin. Even though Doge might have something to do with the Department of Government Efficiency or something like that. But again, that's just like hearsay. But I don't know, I might be diving more into this topic, sharing my thoughts on cryptocurrencies and whatnot. I've been into it for a while, just never really shared. I share with people around me, but never thought about doing it online this way. If you want to know more about, possible ways to get ahead, different investment opportunities, I'm not a financial advisor. Just hit the subscribe button.